Hello everyone and welcome to my first video, at least first proper video on YouTube. I new to this stuff, so please be nice to me. And even though I never did any videos, I am okay at drawing. Let's say that I'm okay. I started drawing at age 18 roughly, but I always enjoyed drawing. But from that time I did it more consistently, and I mostly did drawings from imagination, but later I studied a little. For this drawing I wanted to draw something more atmospheric, or something with like this mysterious aesthetic to it. And I thought about drawing a house, and I drew houses a lot in the past, and for some reason it's really hard for me to get the house right, not just like kindergarten triangle on top of a square. Usually I do it like that. So here actually I drew one plank broken because it's more interesting that way, and they all different sizes though, so I really did a bad job here. They all different sizes, and the first one has a circle top, other ones have triangle tops. That's doesn't have any meaning to it. Then I added shadows, so you can distinguish front planks from back ones, and added shadows underneath planks to separate them even more. And I have a few pencils there. This one, green one, is a soft one. It is an H, and pink one is, I think it is HB. And I have another mechanical one. It is HB as well, but because the graphite is a lot thinner, the same pressure gives a lot more darker lines. Then I did horizontal lines on road to add details and to make it stand out from the other areas. And then I add a few strokes of grass. I think it actually looks okay and even good. You just need to not add too much of grass. You don't want the whole area be messy with details and with hairy lines. House, as I said, I don't know how to draw them, so it's really bad, but I will redo everything later. So let's speed up this part so you don't have to watch the full process that will be redone later. And the whole shape was wrong, so I tried just to do simple triangle on box. Then I tried to add perspective, then I tried to add texture, and everything went wrong. So we have this garbage house, but I will fix it. And now I'm drawing trees. Because I always liked to draw trees. They are actually my favorite thing to draw. But I always drew them like a trunk, and on top you had this just small bushes. This was nonsense. So you know how little kids, they actually drew a head on top of legs. So I think I drew the same. I did the same thing with trees, but I'm actually was 20 years old, and children actually do it when they are like 2 years old or 5 years old. Yeah, so recently I just noticed how they actually look, the trees. So I tried to draw them better than I do usually. And here I forgot that they are actually away from the viewer, and they actually maybe behind the house or at the same level. So, and I drew them like they're standing close. So I'm trying to fix it right now. And these types of trees, you see, I make a small like T-shaped or Y-shaped trunks and sticks. So I kind of noticed that form. Different trees have different forms. I just really need to practice it more. They are not the best trees, but they are better than other ones I drew. And yeah, right now I destroyed that house. And I actually made a short about process after that moment. So I did a few shorts. You can watch them. Now I tried to make a Goncharov tower. So in the place where I live, we have the exact same shape tower in the center of our city. So I think I drew it without thinking, and then I thought that this type of house probably wouldn't have any tower, so I replaced it with a chimney. Yeah, so the whole problem with houses was that the shape was too simple. You need to add a little bit of variety, and I just don't have enough. I didn't memorize enough of architecture, so this is why it's hard for me to draw architecture, I think. Now I'm adding clouds. Actually, the other thing that I like to draw, first is trees, second is clouds, and I never was satisfied with them. I always thought that I need to create something grand, but it is really just a pencil and there is not so much you can do with it. Of course, people do hyper-realistic stuff, and I'm not even close to that. I just need to draw some bulb to suggest some cloud, and you don't need to do much. And the other thing in drawing, is hierarchy. So the main thing is the house. So the house must be detailed, and if other things are not so detailed, then maybe you need to add a few accents, but you don't need to add too much, so the viewer knows what is the main thing, what is the secondary thing. And I want to point it out that you probably noticed I don't think I have a heavy Russian accent, but I probably have. And actually I learned English mostly through you watching PewDiePie and Trash Taste podcast. So I read books, and usually people say I'm pretty good at speaking, but I don't know, I think you probably noticed that I have a strange accent. So please write a comment and say what you think. So because I really want to know what native speakers think of my accent. And actually tell me everything you have time to write, because I really want any feedback. So here actually I noticed that roof was pretty good, and I added even more details and little touches, so I think it really looks cool here. The shadow from this dormer, so I really should have noticed that it is kind of wrong, and even though I don't do a really hard lines and vanishing points, but you still can see it kind of strange. So now I'm just adding windows, and I'm not sure how to do it, so I'm just drawing black holes. That's the other thing that I don't know about architecture, and but maybe you don't need to have anything in this particular drawing. Yes, so I was speaking about my accent, and I'm asking you to write comments, but I don't really know if anyone will watch this video. I wanted for some time to do something on YouTube, and I actually have many ideas. I had an idea of reading together, like I'm reading out loud a book and I comment on that and other people just listen to it, but I thought if audiobooks got banned and the channels got striked, then I might not be wanting to do it, and I'm not even sure it is a good idea or if I should do it. And I might want for my channel to be mainly about drawing. I have another idea, because I got really into Prop. So Prop is Russian. He lived almost a century ago, and he studied fairy tales, and he found the similar structure in a lot of Russian fairy tales. Basically the hero's journey. So he created like this complete structure, and all fairy tales are derivatives from that structure. And I thought that Lovecraft also have kind of same structure in a lot of his stories. So should I analyze every story written by Lovecraft and make video about it? But it's just too much work to do it, and I'm not sure if I will. But I got off on a tangent here, so I decided to draw another tree on the background and a few more details or areas to fill, and this drawing will be complete. For the background I drew a few mountains, just something to suggest depth and horizon. Then doing a simple hatching, so paper won't be white, and creating this resting area for your eye, and then adding clusters of grass to create more dynamic and rhythm and make drawing more interesting. And then a simple accent, a little bush. I really like to draw nature, but I don't really memorize enough of it to draw. That video was actually pretty easy to make, because I just sat there and drew for like 20 minutes. I actually drew a lot. I started almost more than 5 years ago, and I always do for myself, and I always try to share it with my friends on Instagram, but Instagram never shows your art to other people. So like for 4 years or something, I just did small drawings and posted them every day, and no one have ever like seen them except of my friends, and like 1 or 2 likes it was the top that I could have get. And recently I thought, enough, I will do YouTube instead. So that's all. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.